Robbie knows everything. Tad knows everyone. Dingo is here too. They're here to make love to you. Your ears at least. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly. This is the Dingo Weekly.
Welcome to the Dingo Weekly podcast. I'm your co-host, Robbie, with my good friends, Tad and Dingo.
Hello.
Hi.
Lovely to be with you guys. So we were just talking about how I'm in trouble. I gotta get out of here. So we're gonna make this quick, right?
Nope.
Probably not.
Probably not. No. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I get a message saying that I gotta get out of here. Or who knows?
Who wears the pants?
I know. I don't wear the pants. The pants are on my wife, and she looks great in them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope she's listening. It's all compliments. All compliments.
She's perfect. She wears the shit out of those pants. I love her in those pants. She can have those pants. I don't want them.
Can I start complaining now?
Absolutely.
You know, this is what we're gonna do today. I think
I just have some things to get off my chest before. Okay, so I posted online. I don't know if you saw it. Just a stupid thing about fucking strawberries. All right,
it was a delicious looking berry.
and it was off the cuff. Whatever. I post it. I check my messages as I do every so often. I get these messages that say, "Oh, you know, it's a special Japanese strawberry. Blah blah blah. It takes whatever to." It's just a fucking joke, okay?
$18.99 a berry. They were in like a glass.
It was in Erewhon. If anyone's familiar with the LA chain supermarket, Erewhon, it's just stupid expensive.
Tad, help me out. Hold on. What is that glass cover called? John Oliver keeps talking about it. The glass cover you put over the
Hermetically sealed?
No, it's like
It's like the rose in Beauty and the Beast. It's just in like this glass nipple.
like in a glass encasing. I swear, John Oliver keeps using the name for it as like an inside joke, and now I can't remember the name. I feel like doesn't matter. It's encased. It's a single berry in a glass encasing
For $18.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm sure it's special. I'm sure it's delicious, whatever. It's a joke. Nobody wants to joke anymore. Everyone's so uptight. I understand that, things are a little weird now.
It is a special Japanese berry.
Everyone's just so uptight now, and it's starting to piss me off. And it doesn't matter, old or young, or male or female, or right or left, politically. Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of laughing going on. You know what? Forget everything I just said. I have another story to tell you.
You didn't even say what the joke was.
What was the joke?
Our listeners have no context for this whole issue that you're having about this berry. Well, the joke you put was now I have to look it up. I don't want to butcher it.
It was, I said, white people were out in the fields for 1 week, and then it was the picture of the $18 strawberry. It's
funny.
Not that funny.
It's pretty
funny.
It's funny.
It's not anything to get pissed off about, is what I'm saying.
It's funny because it's true.
If a white person is spending a week picking berries, it's going to be $20 berries by the end of that week.
Yeah, I'm not doing this shit for, what are you getting, like $5 a pint? No.
So it's funny. And people getting uptight about that shit. Oh, this is a special Japanese berry. These aren't white people. These are Japanese, and you've never tried this berry. It is a whole experience of a berry that doesn't have the seeds, and it melts in your mouth. Like, bro, it's a joke. It's a joke.
So the other day, speaking of jokes, I walk into this deli. I frequent it. It's my place. You have a place. Just to paint a picture for you, it's a small little shithole. It's all Mexican guys. It's probably not clean, but the food's delicious. New York deli, So I walk in, place is empty. They're blasting like big band music, like marching band music. It's so loud, and I walk in, and just instinctively, I'm friends with all these guys, and I go, "Why are you listening to a fucking parade? It's just whatever." And then this woman starts cackling, just like gut laughing to the right. I guess she had stepped out of the way. She saw me coming in, so she moved. I didn't see her, and I was like, "Oh, like I feel bad." Like I just yelled, "Like why are you listening to a fucking parade?" And but she thought it was hilarious. I'm like, "Okay, whatever." She went outside. She got into her truck, and I watched her drive away, and I see American flag stickers and MAGA, Trump, blah blah. And it dawned on me. It took
Was it a Cybertruck?
it was not. It was a Ford F-150, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
I could be mistaken because I was distracted. It took me a couple of minutes, but I realized she wasn't laughing at me yelling about a parade. She just found it hilarious that I was yelling at Mexicans. That was the only context she had. I walked in, I was like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, "Ha, yeah, tell him."
Classic fucking Mexicans. That's not my view.
I mean,
I was imitating the white woman in that scenario. I presume she's white.
if it makes anyone feel better, they did laugh. They found it funny. Ha. But she found it funny for a way different reason than they found it funny.
For racism.
For racism. Yeah. So if you're listening, lady, fuck you.
Yeah, definitely fuck you. Don't be racist. Don't be racist to other races. That racism can be funny in the right context, but that's not it.
Just be racist to your own race, and then you're fine.
Be racist. Yeah, exactly. Crackers.
You can still be funny.
White people.
Can I say that?
You can.
I don't. I know that etymology behind cracker. I don't like that word either.
It's not a good one, though.
Well, I mean, you could call us crackers. It's not the whole. I don't like it.
There's still no good racist term. It's just lame.
No, racist terms are no good.
Someone needs to come up with a good racist term for white people, because there's no good. It's honky, cracker, whatever. Like really offend me. I want to gasp a little.
It's corny because white people are so corny. Honky just sounds so corny, and that really epitomizes white people, in my opinion.
I guess it doesn't hurt. I want it to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, and I don't. It's not that I like it. It's just like I feel like all those words from like slave era words for doesn't matter which race it's against. I don't really like them.
Yeah.
I don't really like racism.
Yeah, I mean racism's the worst. Maybe I shouldn't have said that racism can be fun in the right context. Let's scratch that. Racism's bad in all contexts. Don't be a racist.
Yeah, but some of it is funny.
Some of it's funny though.
But like I said, just friendly fire only.
Friendly fire only. Self-deprecating humor is the best kind of humor.
Yeah.
It's a cloche, by the way. The glass dome is called a cloche.
A cloche.
It's a cloche.
You know what? That's a good racist term for white people. Bunch of fucking cloches. You know why? Because no black guy would ever know what a cloche. What the fuck is that? That's some white people shit.
And it's transparent. It's glass. You cloche.
I see right through you, fucking cloche. Actually, I don't like when I say that to you. That sounds a little anti-Semitic.
Yeah, there's some maybe stay away from the k.
It's the hard k. Yeah.
The hard k.
The hard k.
We can workshop this.
Yeah, let me stay away from racism. Stay away from anti-Semitism. Stay away from the anti-isms and well, anti-racism is probably fine.
Yeah, but you know what? Stay away from it because it has the word racism in it. Just stay away from anti-racism too.
You know what I like though was the derogatory terms for robots. You clankers.
Clankers is a good one.
That's a good one. Oh, there was another one.
Fuck you and your motherboard.
There was a not TV. There was a movie where they called them something too. They had a derogatory term for robots. I wish I could remember. It was really funny. But clankers is good.
feel like you're thinking of iRobot.
I was just gonna say it was the one with Will Smith. I bet he was just going around slapping the shit out of him, calling him slurs.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf said something in that movie, called him something.
Shia LaBeouf probably just dropped the N word, and that's what you're thinking of.
But I heard this term after hearing the term clanker. So that's why it was funny to me, because I was like, whoa, there's other derogatory terms for robots that I can learn.
It is a little surprising there's more than one. But, AI's taken over. We got to start thinking of things we can insult them with.
There's going to be plenty of derogatory terms towards robots, AI, computer, everything. It will take over and people will get mad.
Bring it on.
And people get mad about so much shit, so much dumb shit. Like what's going on in the world today?
Oh, do we want to get into it? I don't really want to. It's depressing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get mad at dumb shit all the time. You name it, I can get mad about it.
But I think it's more that people are dumb. People are getting mad because they're dumb.
Yes, 100%. And they're dumb to the point where they're too dumb to realize that they're dumb. What's that called?
Guys, I'm sitting right here.
It's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
It's in full effect.
It's when you don't know much about anything, you think you know everything. But then once you start to learn about what you don't know, you realize how much you don't know. And you realize...
Yeah, I feel like you guys are teaming up on me right now, okay? You're just describing me.
When you're an idiot like Dingo, you think you know everything, but you don't. And then when you're smart, like Tad and I, you realize how much you don't know, but that realization is a good self-realization about your own intelligence, something Dingo lacks.
Okay, well, let me ask you something. What makes you mad? Just think of the dumbest little thing that makes you angry in day-to-day life.
Driving my car. It's not really driving my car. It's being on the road with other people in cars.
And why do you hate driving? Because of people.
I feel like too many people get into their car and they don't realize that the other cars have people in them.
Mm-hmm.
And just a complete lack of consideration.
Do you talk to the other people in your car when you drive?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you talk to them like they can hear you. I could talk very calmly to them and very matter-of-factly. Like if somebody's riding my ass, I'd be like, I don't think you want to do that right now, because I will brake check the fucking shit out of you.
That's better. That's better than what I do, because I get behind the wheel of a car and I change. I'm a very calm person, and then I start driving around other people and I don't know what happens. Something.
Do you flip people off when you drive?
No, I'm not. Because people have guns.
They do.
I don't need any of that smoke.
You know what works better than flipping them off, I find?
Thumbs up.
A good thumbs down. They don't like that.
Oh, I bet they wouldn't like that. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, give them a good finger wag. Just like a no, no, no.
A little Dikembe Mutombo.
I like doing a thumbs up with a real snarky smirk on my face. Like, great job, buddy.
Yeah, bucko.
That was good what you just did, you fucking moron. Oh, yeah.
I just stare him down. I just give him the evil eye. Give him that nasty...
Nasty face works. You know what you should pair with the nasty face? Take the thumbs up and just run the thumb along your neck like a throat slitting.
That brings us back to people with guns, though. It's can be perceived as a threat, and then no.
I don't want to say I live in fear, but I am very aware that people have guns and people are trigger happy. And I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with crazy people. I had one at my previous residence. I had a neighbor, and Christmas morning, it was weird. I don't know why on Christmas, like 4 a.m. He came over. I had security cameras. He walked down his driveway, walked over to my driveway, I had my trash cans at the bottom of my driveway. He picked them up. He picked them up off the ground. He's just like a 70, 80-year-old man. I've never met him. I just moved in. I lived there maybe 6 months at this point. Picked them up off the ground, carried them all the way up his driveway into his garage, went back down, got the recycling bin up his driveway, closed his garage, went back in his house and closed it. I looked at the security footage. I was like, what in the world? Who does that? That's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I called the non-emergency police. I was like, I don't know. I've never met this guy. I just moved in. That's some crazy person shit. Like if he could I could knock on his door and he could stab me. I'm not dealing with that. Like I'm calling a police officer, not an emergency, but like, can you go get my cans? I don't know this guy. And that's weird behavior. I just don't trust people. I don't trust people. Someone's going to do something that weird. Like what's going to stop them from pulling out a weapon,
We handle things so differently.
And the cop confronted him. Yeah, I don't know, man, because I just moved there and I didn't know the area. I was just like,
no, it's smart. I think you probably did the right thing.
I don't need to get into any of that. Yeah. So cop confronted him. Dude is senile or something. He had no idea what he was talking about. He thought some kids were pulling a prank on him, some hooligans in the neighborhood. He was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. They're like, can we look in your garage? He's like, sure. They open the garage, they go in, they see 4 trash cans, 2 recyclings, 2 cans. And cop's like, are these all yours? And he's like, no. It's like, can we give them back to your neighbor? He's like, yeah.
Fucking kids.
Like I felt bad for him. I felt like it's just a lonely old man at that point. I was like, I don't know. Honestly, I've seen him since then. And I've moved since then, but I saw him since that moment. He's not that old. He was like in his 60s. It looked like maybe 70. Like you're not that senile. I think knew what you did. I still don't trust him.
I mean, he could have been drunk or something.
Probably was drunk. That's usually when you're drunk. I mean, if you're awake at 4 a.m, chances are.
Yeah.
I don't think he was awake though. I think he woke up. Like I saw his lights go on. Like I had cameras. I can see his house, like activity in his house. I think he woke up, turned the lights on, opened the garage. Like it was weird. Unless he's sitting in the dark drinking, maybe.
I mean, what do? You drink with the lights on like a weirdo?
Drink with the lights on?
I'm not a big drinker. I hear someone drinking. I hear some ice tumbling. Who's drinking what?
I got some Jefferson's whiskey, aged at sea.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you found it.
How long do they age that at sea?
They just throw it out there, and when you get it,
They just put them in barrels. They put them on a boat and they send it out.
they just write a date on it, and then when it washes ashore, you drink it. Not a bad idea, actually.
It's pretty good. Pretty good whiskey.
How about you, Dingo? How many White Claws you down?
Several. I haven't had a hard seltzer in probably 2 years, but something grabbed me tonight.
I mostly just during the summer.
I'm not a big drinker to begin with anymore.
I'm drinking a fine bottle of Ice Mountain 100% natural spring water. It's delicious.
Is it sparkling?
Ice Mountain, huh?
Mm-hmm. No, and it's owned by Nestle. They're pieces of shit. So fuck you, Nestle. More shitty shit in the world. The world's on fire. We don't want Nestle to sponsor us. Ice Mountain is a garbage company. They're owned by a garbage company, but they make fine water, which I hear they steal from third world countries. I don't know.
Oh, they need it.
That's the third world countries don't get the water. Nestle steals it from them, and then they sell it back to them and say, hey, here's your water in bottles now. And they're like, go fuck yourself. And Nestle's like, yeah, that's right.
I'll fuck myself all the way to the bank.
They should drink just peach hard seltzers because these are delicious, actually.
Yeah. This is bumming me out. Name something good. What's something that makes you happy?
Strawberries.
Strawberry.
Oh, God.
Japanese strawberries that people get all uppity about.
I grow my own strawberries.
Oh, you do?
There you go. Gardening. That's peaceful.
It does bring me joy.
You know what brings me joy? Apricity. I don't know if you know what that word means.
Yeah, I'm going to need a definition.
That is the feeling of the warmth of the sun on your skin.
What's the word?
That is a nice apricity.
Apricity.
It's a lovely feeling. It's one of my favorite feelings. I love the sun. I love feeling warm. It's often when it's even colder outside. So like during the winter months, and you feel the sun.
When the air is cold, but you can feel the sun. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice feeling.
You know what's in the same vein as that? When you, in the summertime, when you're out there for a couple hours, enjoying as one does, and you are out in the sun, you're sweating, and there's a specific scent that your skin gets after being out in the sun all day. It's like a little burnt, a little cooked scent. Is that weird?
Might be.
I'm into it. You get a little tanning oil or something.
The scent of cooked human flesh. Sun cooked.
Sun cooked.
Some Army Hammer shit. Some Hannibal Lecter.
And you know what else I like? Pool skin.
Pool skin.
When you get out and your skin's, it's not really your own, but like others.
Like Rumplepool skin?
No, it's just like a certain like coolness to the skin. It's usually when I'm out, like when my wife and I will go swimming or something with the kids, and we'll get out, and then I'm handsy. I'll grab her. I'll grab her buttocks every now and again. I'll come out and say it.
Mm.
And there's a pool skin after you go swimming. It's cool. I don't know. It's nice. It lasts. It's very brief because your body warms up, but it's nice.
No, I like that. I like drying after being in the water. That kind of in between phase where like you're not soaking wet anymore and you're still kind of moist.
You're baking, but your bathing suit is still cool.
Yeah, it's that like you're cool down, but you're warm, and it's a little.
You know what I think the problem is? It's February, and we're all really pining for summer.
Yeah. Do you get seasonal affective disorder? Do you get sad?
That's why I got this pile of White Claws here.
I don't care for winter.
I don't mind it. I don't mind.
You know, it really doesn't. It really doesn't help that New York and Chicago are not. I mean, especially Chicago.
Yeah, you guys do have it worse.
It is windy. It is harsh.
It's 2 degrees here tonight.
It is the lake wind, the lake winds, and I live off the lake.
It's 2 degrees. Oh,
It's 2. Yeah.
it's a balmy 28 here.
Oh no, I'm at 1 degree at my place. It says that it's going to get to -6 tonight.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm going to wake up. It's going to be -6. That's what it says. In the morning, first thing in the morning, I'm going to wake up. It'll be -6 and sunny.
Well, sun's nice.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll go outside in -6 degree sunny weather and feel the apricity.
Apricity.
Kill myself. In this -6, there's apricity ain't going to help you.
No. No, it's just cold.
It's that temperature where I don't want my dog to be outside for more than 30 seconds because then his feet start to hurt.
My dog goes out. Your dog probably does this. I call it when he does the tyrannosaur, and he'll be like out there, and his paws get so cold that he has to he lifts both his front paws off, and I'm like, you got to move. Like, just sitting there ain't going to help you. You're going to die.
No. Yeah, no, I've gotten to that point. They can't move. They physically, like, it hurts too much and they don't know what to do and they're freaking out. I've had to pick him up and bring him inside. When it gets this cold, he needs to wear his winter boots.
There is this dog in the neighborhood, and it is so fucking cold. Every night, it drops down to like, 5 to 10 degrees here. And at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, there's always this dog barking for like 20 to 25 minutes. I mean, I'm sure he's freezing. He's upset.
They leave it outside? You can't do that in this weather.
No, and I can't find the house. Like, the barking is coming from so far away, I can't locate the house. Because, unlike you, I said before you were smart to not just confront crazy people. But, I've looked for a house. I'll confront the shit out of them. I don't care.
Yeah. No. I mean, you should, at a minimum, like, try and...
I did, but I gave up.
At this point, this is animal cruelty. I mean, I'm not saying that it's -6 where you are, but you leave a dog outside. I'm saying I don't want my dog outside for more than 30 seconds. Literally, it's that bad in this weather.
Yeah.
So fuck people who are cruel to animals. You deserve to die, I guess.
Yeah. I gave up, but I want you to know you suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then where do you stand on like animals you eat? They do a lot of fucked up shit in those slaughterhouses.
I try not to think about it.
Yeah, that's the move. You know, I eat meat every day. How can you not?
Yeah, I just try not to think about it.
I've done so many different diets because my wife's like healthy, and my diet could be easily covered by a vending machine. But like I've done we did raw vegan for a while because she was doing that, and I'm a supportive husband, so I was like, fine, I'll do it with you. You know, actually, I will say, raw vegan, eating just like fruits and vegetables and nuts and whatever all day sucks, but man, the most satisfying bowel movements I've ever had in my life.
Really?
It was like that was probably
a lot of fiber in that diet.
oh, I still think about those dumps.
Fruits and nuts?
Fruits, vegetables. There was one day where I had like 7 mangoes.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It's just plants, and you can't cook them, and it sucks
Why can't you cook them?
because it's raw vegan.
What the fuck is the difference?
It's not cooked. It's raw.
It's raw, Robbie.
I don't know how can I better explain it?
But why does it have to be raw?
I don't know.
Because that's the natural way, right?
I guess so.
We're just doing caveman shit?
No, that's paleo.
Caveman had fires.
Paleo. There you go.
Right. So this is just some other made up thing. Someone said, I'm going to do vegan, but I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do it worse.
You know how veganism sucks so bad? I think I can make it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did that for like a month, and it was fucking terrible. But I still, to this day, I will think about those dumps. Going to the bathroom was a treat.
Yes. Let's talk about that because I enjoy a good dump. So we got to keep going. We got to go back and forth between the hate and the joy because this too much hate. We need more joy. And let me tell you something. I get joy out of dumps.
One of those good ones where your pants fit better afterwards.
Oh yeah. You know the kind where you get hungry afterwards? You shit yourself hungry.
Yeah, like when you show up to a restaurant, like one of your favorite restaurants, and you're like, I think I'm going to hit the bathroom first, and you make room. Oh, man.
Yep.
That is good.
you get one whiff of what's coming out of the kitchen. You're like, I'm going to hit the toilet.
You come out of the bathroom, you know what? Yeah, I think I am going to get dessert tonight.
It's very rare that I allow myself to take a dump in a public restroom. I don't do that.
You got a shy Cole in there, Ted?
I'll if I have to, an emergency, yeah. But what happens is I sit down and I think of all the just disgusting people that have had their bare ass on that toilet, and it just.
Now you don't squat. You go cheeks to porcelain, huh?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you got to make the bird's nest. If you're going bare cheeks to public porcelain,
I mean, I use the little covers when they got them.
well, always use the covers when they got them. But if they don't got them, you make a bird's nest.
This is like maybe once a year I will have a poop in a public toilet. It's not something that I do. It's not something I do. I'm a home based kind of guy.
I am definitely a home-based kind of guy, and I called you out on it immediately, but you know what? I want to stand by you. I go bare cheeks in public restrooms.
Ooh, y'all nasty.
I do. I don't have the fucking patience to squat there, and I don't have the patience to bird's nest, and nobody ever has the toilet seat covers anymore. So I'm just going cheeks to seat.
No, I do not partake in public activities, including pooping, including if someone brings donuts to the office, I don't even want to touch it because everyone in their snotty, grubby little hands got their disgusting germs all over the donuts. I don't want to sit my bare ass on some disgusting public porcelain. Like I don't trust other people to be hygienic, so I avoid it.
You know, I got a donut story.
I'm talking about anything that people are near. I don't want to be near it. Talk to me about donuts. I enjoy donuts.
The other day, my wife picked my son up from school, and I guess he had a really good day. She was feeling saucy. She took him down to Dunkin' Donuts, got him a donut, which is shocking because this woman, we already established raw vegan. That bullshit is what happens in my house. So I was already shocked. And you know what? She brings me a donut, and it's a nice feeling. I'm like, oh, you thought of me, got me a donut, Boston cream. It's a good choice. Everyone likes that.
Delicious.
I take the first bite as you do, and you go, oh man, it's been a while since I had a donut. That's what a treat. You take the second bite, and it's almost as good. And you get halfway through, and you think, man, I really should just stop here and just leave the rest of the donut. But you finish it, and you feel like shit afterwards.
When do you ever think halfway through a donut, I should stop here?
Yeah.
Every donut I've ever had, I just know I'm going to feel like shit after I finish it.
I've never had that thought. It's always, should I have another or
Well, there's the thing. You go and you revisit the donut box, and there's always some asshole cut one in half or in quarters, and you're like, well, I'm not going to leave that there. So let me just eat that too. Then before you know it, you've had like 3.5 donuts, and you just want to go into a dark room and just lie there and try not to shit your pants.
Dunkin' Donuts aren't very good.
I like them.
It was good at the first. I just told you the story. It was good at the first bite. Halfway through, I felt like I should stop, and I didn't. And I'm regretting it, and it's been days, and I want to bring it up now. So it affected me. So maybe it is. Fuck you, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Tad's a Stan snob, right?
Stan's is okay.
Oh, okay. What's your donut shop then? I'm sorry. You got a whole list. I don't even know other donut shops.
There's a Joe Donut. They make a good donut.
I got to look into Joe.
I just don't think I like donuts, or I don't like a whole one.
That's one of my wife's cravings. It was with our first kid when she was pregnant. It was a little bit with this current one. But my son, he eats donuts like a fucking dickhead. He'll get like, say it's like donut with chocolate frosting on top. He'll just bite the frosting off, and he'll put the rest of the donut back in the box. So it's a whole bottom of a donut with the whole top bit off in like a bunch of tiny little bites.
Yep, that's a standard child eating donut.
That's in my house too. Yep.
They know what they like.
Like, don't do that. This kid is terrible eating. I hate how he eats or doesn't eat. He doesn't eat. He doesn't eat right, and he doesn't eat food. Anything we eat. So, all right, I'm gonna eat the French fries then. Like, no. That's for another episode called parenting.
Yeah, we'll get around to that.
We'll get around one day. Yeah, donuts are good, but people who eat donuts wrong are fucking assholes.
Some of them, usually the little ones.
He's a good kid.
I like raw vegetables.
Like what?
Like give me a bell pepper.
Ugh.
I could get behind a bell pepper.
Better raw, in my opinion. I like a carrot. Nice crunch.
I can get behind a carrot.
I mean, really, we're just talking about a crudité platter here, and I like a good crudité.
I'm indifferent to a crudité.
Indifferent, really.
Ambivalent.
Where are you on a charcuterie?
Now, charcuterie, I can fuck with. That's my bread and butter. I also can fuck with bread and butter.
But if you're going crudité, what's your dip? Are you sticking with ranch?
I mean, ranch is classic, but I mean, do you have like one of those, the chives, the sour cream and chives, or what is that?
If it's an option, I'm going with it.
It's like a sour cream and onion.
Sour cream and onion? I like what you're putting down.
I think there's a sour cream and onion dip.
I could do that.
There's also a hummus or hummus.
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 I could get down with that.
You like the hummus?
A little bell pepper, a little hummus. Good stuff.
Guys, vegetables are the fucking worst. It's about meat. If you're not eating meat, you're a dickhead, and fuck you.
I think you're paleo.
Did I just...
No, it's not paleo. The meat is carnivore. Carnivore diet.
Just all meat.
Meat and cheese and...
I don't want to say to our audience that if you don't eat meat, that you're a dickhead or something, because I want you to listen to us, but you're a dickhead.
I like when people don't eat meat. I just feel like it's more for me.
Yeah. Well, I like if I'm paying for it, then I love when you don't eat meat.
Yeah, supply and demand. You're not buying. I am.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm buying, I love it if you are fasting.
Is ButcherBox a sponsor?
Could be.
Should be.
The Dingo Weekly, brought to you by ButcherBox. ButcherBox, get some meat.
Just get a box of meat delivered to your house. They'll slap it right down on your front porch. It's frozen.
I think we can come up with a good slogan for them.
I mean, get some meat is
Get meated.
Get meated. They have the best gluten-free chicken nuggets I've ever had in my life.
Gluten-free chicken nuggets. Was there no breading?
No, it's breading, but I don't know what the hell it is. They're delicious.
probably cauliflower.
I feel like all this gluten-free bullshit is so dumb. It's just a way to market to stupid people, in my opinion. Some people, some of these food items, they just say gluten-free for no reason. Like, of course it's gluten-free. It's grapes. Like, what do you mean? Like,
You guys got gluten-free grapes over there?
like, yeah, they just put gluten-free on everything. Like, yeah, do you not know what gluten is? Like, why do you care if it's gluten-free or not?
There are a lot of people that have no idea what the fuck gluten is.
A lot.
But it's like, it's a marketing thing now. Like, you're just selling to dumb people who, oh, well, it's gluten-free. It's probably good for you, right? That's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, it's the whole thing with Oreos are vegan. Yeah, we'll eat 2 packs of Oreos a day and see what the fuck that gets you.
Diabetes.
I love Oreos.
How do you feel about the Coca-Cola Oreos?
Okay, let's talk about this. I got experience here.
Felt like I had to bring it up.
You know, every new Coke flavor, they keep coming out with new Coke flavors, and I'm on the Coke subreddit too. People get really pumped about all the Coke flavors, and some of these people really get pumped on the wrong flavors. And there's some that I'm excited to try that I don't even know how to find. I don't think they make them anymore, but people are like, when are they bringing it back? I've never heard like Space Dust. I don't know, weird stuff. But this Oreo and Coke collab, they made Oreo Coca-Cola, Oreo flavored Coca-Cola. Are you at a motor derby right now?
Yeah.
Stay safe, Tad. Jesus Christ.
Good Lord. So anyways, they have an Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, but then they also have Coca-Cola flavored Oreos.
You had both?
I had both. I saw both. I took both. I was like, I'm gonna try both of these. The Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, the drink, tasted like anus. It was so bad. I cannot recommend against it enough. People loved it online. They're like, where can I find more of this? I need to get it. They were like stocking up. They thought it was crack. I was like, this is disgusting. You guys are garbage people with terrible tastes. Like, you're ew. The Coca-Cola flavored Oreos, not bad. They were kind of fun. They honestly kind of tasted like root beer, and they had little pop rocks in the icing, so it made the fizzy feeling of the carbonation. Not bad. They were just like cookies, you know. Cookies are cookies. They're fine. I didn't love them, didn't hate them. They're fine. Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, hated it. Don't drink it. If you find it, throw it away. Don't let other people buy it. So if you see it, just throw it away in the grocery store.
As somebody who did find the Oreo flavored Coca-Cola after you told me about it, because I had no idea these things existed, because I'm not a member of the...
I am cultured. I'm in the know.
You're cultured. I thought it was pretty good, actually. Not like I would seek it out again, but like it was decent.
Yeah, it was actively bad.
The guy that eats cookies with fucking pop rocks in it.
They were fine. I'm not saying that those are my favorite. They tasted like cookies, you know, like I'm not mad at a cookie. They're fine. It was fun. It was the Pop Rocks thing was fun.
Okay, you didn't say it was fun. You said it was good. That doesn't sound good.
I did say it was fun. I'm going to go back to the transcript.
I said you said it was fun.
Probably.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I had 10 to 12 White Claws tonight. Jesus Christ, Robbie. You make me stay up so late to record this bullshit.
The Coke was garbage.
The Coke was fine. It was okay. And the bottle's cool because the label's black.
Was not.
Okay.
Coca-Cola should be arrested for what they put out.
Vanilla Coke. That's my go-to. Vanilla Coke.
So I was talking about this with my wife actually the other day. She says that vanilla Coke, she can't drink it without also tasting rum. because back in the day, that was like your mixer, you know? Like I was always vanilla Coke and rum, I guess is what she did. Mine is I can't drink Red Bull without tasting vodka.
Vanilla Coke with Kraken rum.
Kraken. Oh my god, that stuff is that is dark.
Yeah, it'll get you where you need to go. That's for sure. And usually it's vomiting in the bathroom. That's where you need to go.
That'll put some hair in your peaches.
Speaking of shitting in a public place,
If you ever want to shit publicly, drink some Kraken. The Dingo Weekly brought to you by Kraken. Kraken, shit publicly.
what a good plug.
You're going to need a plug
Yeah, you're going to plug that right up.
after all the Kraken you drink.
We're going to have sponsors lining up for us.
I don't know why we don't already have several sponsors.
Just the couple.
Coke, I'd love you as a sponsor if you get rid of Oreo Coke and promise never to make it again.
No. Coke, we're on board. Send us all a case. Robbie, too. Give him a few. He loves it.
Can you send me the space dust or whatever the fuck it's called? They say it tastes like cotton candy.
I had that one. It wasn't space dust. It was something, though. It was something space related. I didn't care for it.
Let's see. Google.com.
It's a Coke Creations.
Coke, space dust, Stardust Coke.
Space dust is like a beer. I can't. Stardust. Oh,
Starlight?
I didn't care for it.
Starlight. That might be it. Starlight.
Starlight, in parentheses, it says space flavored. What the fuck is space taste like? That's the description. It's Coke Starlight, in parentheses, space flavored. That doesn't tell me shit.
I'm so intrigued. Everyone's raving about that one, but also they're raving about Oreo Coke.
Yeah, well, they were right. Starlight Space Flavored was discontinued on August 1st, 2021. Many compared the flavor to that of fruit, vanilla, or cotton candy.
I heard cotton candy.
2021.
Vanilla or cotton candy or fruit.
Still raving about it to this day.
So it's just a bunch of different things. Many people compared it to fruit, vanilla, or cotton candy, or pot roast, or...
You know, the Coca-Cola subreddit, surprisingly, it's one of the most controversial subreddits. People feel very strongly one way or the other.
I've never been on it, and it's pissing me off already.
Yeah, it's bringing out emotions in people who've never even heard of it.
Here, we got a review from a customer. It's vaguely similar to Faygo Red Pop, but with some sort of spice to it.
Faygo.
Woo woo.
Juggalo for life.
Jeez, well, just buy Faygo then.
They don't sell Faygo everywhere. You got to get that imported as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that either.
Can't you only get that at ICP concerts?
I hope so.
I don't think so, but people sell it online, like on eBay. There's a whole market for Faygo specifically.
Available at The Gathering or Food Lion.
Food Lion. That's where it is.
All these things. I'm scrolling. We tried Coca-Cola Starlight, Coke's mystery flavor that tastes like, quote, space. All the descriptions are, it tastes like space.
I just hope it tastes like cotton candy.
No, it tastes like space. Didn't you listen?
I feel very childish loving cotton candy, but I love cotton candy. Can I be a kid? Can I just like chicken fingers and cotton candy and like not have to be an adult sometimes
Sure.
without feeling judged?
When you go to the dentist, they still offer toothpaste flavors to you guys? Like cotton candy?
No.
No.
Actually, when they do the cleaning, he says, "Do you want mint or cinnamon?"
Why do they take away the good flavors when you get older?
I like cinnamon.
I took my kids to the dentist a couple weeks ago, and they're like, "Do you want grape, cherry, strawberry, cotton candy, bubblegum?" Like they went on this whole thing, and I'm like, "Why do you guys only give me like 2 fucking flavors?"
I bet if you ask, they would give you the grape.
I should ask, right?
Yeah, can't hurt.
Come here, kids. I'm gonna grape you in the mouths.
No,
It's the grapest.
was that what's his name?
Oh, whitest kids you know.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Trevor. Yeah, he got drunk and fell off a balcony. It's the way to go.
Classic Trevor. R.I.P. Trev.
R.I.P. If you're gonna go, you got to go off a balcony.
Like that dude from One Direction. I don't even know them. I know zero about them.
Name one
None.
I bet you can. Think about it.
Is there like a Zelda or something?
Tad can.
No, I can't.
Name a One Direction kid.
One of them's probably Joe, right? There's always a Joe in the mix.
Really, nobody.
I don't know One Direction.
Is that a Jonas brother?
That's a Jonas brother. Harry Styles was a One Direction kid.
Was he?
Yeah.
Which one is Harry Styles?
The only one I fucking know.
Broke off and is super famous.
I've heard that name. What does he do? I don't know who that is. I know that name. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he was big like last year or 2 years ago or 3. I don't know.
That's someone. That's definitely someone. Harry, I'm sorry that I don't know you. I'll learn about you. I'm sorry about your friend.
He's big.
No, I know of Harry Styles. I don't know Harry Styles. You know, I was the same way kind of with Taylor Swift, way back when, but she just got too big to not know anymore. Harry, you just got to become Taylor Swift.
I knew Shake It Off, and then all of a sudden she was like the biggest thing in the world, and I was like, the Shake It Off girl? But
Oh, you know what? You were the Shake It Off girl. She was Our Song. Back in the day, I knew one song of hers. It was Our Song. That was a banger for me. And that was the only thing I knew of her. And like and that was like, it was one of those songs where I knew it and I didn't really know who sang it.
I don't know what Our Song is.
But then she kept coming out. Our song is I don't know. It was way long ago. That was like real early. And it was just like,
Well, don't sing it so well. You're going to get us flagged for copyright infringement.
yeah, that can be an issue.
I've heard a lot of Taylor Swift, and maybe it's my old man, my inner old man, but all her songs sound the same.
I don't know. Some of them, I don't want to say anything negative.
I can differentiate between a couple of them.
I can differentiate.
I mean, I can tell they're different songs, but they're all pretty much the same.
I don't dislike her.
I don't dislike her.
I like some of the songs. Yeah.
Swifties, if you have to come after anyone, come after Tad because he's the one that's talking shit. Dingo and I didn't do anything wrong. She does good songs, and they're different.
Yeah, not that last one she put out, but the one before it. Like my family was playing that on repeat in this house, but I couldn't tell you any names of the songs or the album itself. But it was the "I'm the Problem, It's Me" album.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of the songs now because I'm hearing them. My wife likes Taylor. She's a Swiftie. Her sister's a Swiftie. But before she kind of just came to the scene, I feel like the last couple of years before that, I was very like, I'm not really sure I know her stuff. But now I do. Harry Styles, I don't know any of your stuff. I barely know who you are. You need to become Taylor Swift, and then maybe I'll know you.
I feel like if you heard his songs, you'd recognize them.
Maybe. Probably. But it's like with Our Song. I knew that song. I liked it. Maybe I like one of your songs. I just don't know you sing it.
There's one like Sea Creatures.
You clearly have a marketing issue. Get better at marketing.
Sea creatures. Like whales and shit.
Whales are cool. Oh, man.
What are we supposed to be talking about?
This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. I guess I could talk about strawberries and name the whole episode Apricity. Feel the sun on your skin and your toes in the sands while Dingo's hanging out with the Mexicans. This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. Give us money to promote your meat. We love free stuff we can drink and eat. Sing about all the flavors of Coke Zero. Write is all last minute and become a hero. This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. This is a new song for episode 3. The first one made Robbie mad at me. First one made Robbie mad at me.